Hey guys, Tyler here. The developer of Luck Be A Landlord just came out with a new puzzle game called What's the Password? And I'm starting on the main menu because it looks like there might be a password on here. 295 blank. Is it 1 perhaps? Can I like type this in or something? I don't know, but we're gonna hop into this, solve some passwords. They're all 4-digit passwords, and the first password is 1059. The rest won't be so easy. Good luck. Okay. 3587. Okay, also easy, but we're just 1% complete. 235. Okay, hold on. I think it's not about the numbers listed, but the numbers that aren't listed, like 1468. Correct. What is this? Is it spelling? Like the top letter is one letter of 7 at a time. Second looks like 5. Third looks like 8. And the last looks like 1. Okay. Oh my god, it's different languages. Well, the first one's definitely 3. Second one's 8. Third is 1. Fourth looks like 7. Give a shout out if you've seen your language. Bug. I kind of seen 820. I can't tell what the last digit is. Maybe a 4? Or maybe a 9. No. I can't read metal. Is it 8204? That was my other guess. No? Like, I see the 8. I see the 2. I see the 0. What else could this be? Oh, a 5 maybe? That's lower? No? Is it an upside down 3? No. I've got a lot of wrong guesses. Wait, I did type 9203 by accident. So, oh, and good thing I saw that, because it actually was 8203, huh? Is this a keypad? 0415? Yeah, based on actually this keypad right here. Okay, I guess it could also be 0451. You know, there's nothing in the Bible that says you have to get it in one guess. If it's narrowed down to 2, that's perfectly fine. 4 circles, 9 squares, 8 quarter squares, 3 diamonds. Oh, okay. 7 seg, but only a little at a time. So the first one looks like a 6, because it never has the upper right seg. The second one looks like a 9. Yeah, if you add up all the segs. Third one looks like a 4. Yeah, it just contains the 4. And the last one looks like a 5. Let's see. Nice. Chapter 2. Oh, God. That ramped up really quick. Oh, wait. No, okay. Most of these are letters, but there are numbers. I see a 1, a 7, a 9. I feel like one of the G's is a 6 or something mean like that. No, there's a 4 at the bottom. Just a little casual spot the thing. Is it more spot the thing? I don't see any numbers this time. There are a suspicious number of U's. Does it have anything to do with that? Where if I trace the U's, it becomes a 6. Here, I think it actually is the U's. Then I see a 4 of U's. And then a vertical line, so it must be a 1. And then a 7. That's demented. That's actually demented. Chess. First pawn is, I guess, an A6. Then we have C2. So I'm just doing the files. E4, H3. Or is it the ranks? I think it's the ranks. Oh, maze. Okay, solve the maze and hit the numbers along the way. We're going to trace this backwards. Last one's 9. Second last one is 4. Yeah, this is much easier this way. Third last is 6. And then first is 5. So 5, 6, 4, 9. Okay, smiley face. You follow the arrows to get to the flag, which I guess we again want to work backwards, right? Arrows that point at arrows will help it change direction. So we'd go something like this here. Probably this pointed into it and then back. No, how would I ever get here? Well, I could instead come from this direction, from the 3. And then I guess at the numbers you choose. So I'd have to go to 1, 8, and then 7. So it looks like it'll be 7, 8, 1, 3, and then it spirals in. Nice. Oh, what is happening here? I actually probably need to find the only wire connection that has 4 numbers and then go with that, which would be 0624 if I'm following the order of the wire. Correct. Over 20% of the way. What the hell is this? Reel in? What? Reel in the passwords? 7? The fishing password? Who lucks? They're safe with a fish. The solution to this puzzle is being auctioned. Highest bid? Oh, what the hell? What's going on? I've been outbid. Keep bidding. I'm very confused. Do I type in the bid? I've been outbid again? Highest bid is 1869. Do I just do that? Okay. Gotcha. Get them all. What is going on here? Do I control this guy? No. I'm gonna just try 50-50. No. Maybe I'll just have to add them, right? There's 9 in a row. And then how many columns? 5, 15, 17. Oh, brutal. 9 times 17 is like something like 153. That times 50. So it's just half of 15,300, which is 7650, I think. Oh, good math. Love to see it. Morse code. I don't know Morse code. I have to actually look up Morse code for this because there's probably Morse code for 4 numbers. Yeah, first one is Morse code for 2, and then 1, and then 3, then 5. 25% of the way done. Okay. First one's at, well, 12 o'clock. Then the second one's at like 4:30, then 1:30, then 3. How does that help me? Part of me actually wants to think like, because it's pointing to the top, it's directing me to 2, and then pointing down right directs me at 9. Upright directs me at 3, and then right directs me at 6. That would be legendary. Oh, the clock itself is a bait. Press the button after 4 seconds have passed to reveal the password. I think it's been more than 4 seconds by now. Oh, never mind. 0.2 seconds too slow. Is it the password by chance 0267? Is it based on my reflexes? No. Is it 4000? No? What? Surely it's not asking me to actually time it out. Unless if I maybe have to punch in what I hit it at. So if I was 0094 too fast, I would actually be 3906. Okay. Nice. Constellations. Can't interact with them, but I don't see the pattern in the stars. All right, let me just try counting the stars. I count 18 stars. I really doubt it's 0018, but we're just getting started. So there's some big and some little stars, and actually they are partitioned by columns. Like you could draw a barrier here to segregate the big and the small stars. The big ones look like a 5. There's also 5 of them. You could say the small ones form a 6, and there's 6 of them. But here, you know what? There's 5 again. And here there's 2. But you might have to instead draw a line. Yeah, it's about drawing the line. Okay. All right, so the first one I think is still a 5. Second one could be a 3. And then the third one could be a 6. And the last one could be a 1. That's the line I see. Very nice. What the heck? This feels like a negative space puzzle, but I can't quite see how yet. It's hard to exactly explain why this is it, but it really seems like you draw a 5 here. Like you take the entire region of, I guess, what you would expect the blocks to be, and then you just draw around it. So I think it's a 5, and I think the second one's a 4, because you could draw 4 around it without overlapping anything. And this one just seems like an 8, because it has the smallest blocks. 8 takes up the most space, so you can fill in the 8. Then the last one would probably be a 2, just being the opposite of the 5. Let's go. Chapter 3. Water? Are these like half underwater? Where the right one's a 3? Second right one's probably a 1? Wait, water's rising. Oh no. Maybe the left one's an 8. I don't know what the middle one's supposed to be. Maybe a 0? Is 013? Nice. Oh, is Luck Be A Landlord? Oh, so we gotta figure out the point value of everything? Right, so cherries are 1. Although it might be a column thing, where left column is heart plus cherry, which is 8. And then we have matryoshka plus cherry, which is 7. Then we got cherry, cat, and apple for 6. And then egg for 5. Nice. It's nonograms. Wait, can I actually... I don't think I can actually fill this in, but the classic nonogram puzzle, if you don't know it, basically you got to fill in the tiles on a grid based on the numbers on the side. So if a column has 5, that means there are 5 tiles filled in a row. So the whole column would be filled, which would just make for a 1 here. Then full columns on both of the outsides. And then if we have a 3, means there's a 3 in a row. So I think it'll make a box, so it should be a 0. And then here we have full column on the left, full top and bottom rows. And if you have a 1, then a 3, that means there's 1 that's filled in, and then a break, and then 3 in a row. So I think it's gonna make a 6. Nice. Minesweeper? I gotta do Minesweeper in my head. So 5 is first. The second one, hold on. Well, not gonna lie, it's kind of weird because it is not exact. Like just looking at the 7 and 2, there's no reason for this cell to be filled in. This could be empty and this cell could be filled in instead. But yeah, there's no reason that these can't be swapped. So do I just need to find something that's good enough? Like the 8 and 8, that will make an 8. That one's clear enough. But the 7 and 5, that's gonna leave something out. It could be a 4. Like 4 is valid, so I'd be willing to go with that. And then the 5, 3, 3, I mean, it's not gonna be a 0. I guess it could be a 7. 7 is the only one that makes sense. 5, 7, 8, 4. Gotcha. I've solved 38 puzzles and there's 71 left to solve. Is it 38, 71? Whoa, okay. Oh God, okay. So it's making the digits, just only showing a little bit at a time. So the leftmost one looks like it's an 8 because they're doing figure 8s. And then second one, looks like it's probably a 9 because we got a full loop on top, but just a partial journey on the bottom. Then it looks like maybe a 4 because we don't cover the top horizontal nor the bottom little hook here. And rightmost one, let's see, it does not get the upper right side. It's probably a 6. Yeah, because it doesn't cover this part of the 7 seg thing. Oh God, literal puzzle pieces? Do I have to physically put them together? Yeah, every digit's included. It doesn't look like all of them fit together though. Like some holes don't have a plug and some plugs don't have a hole. 9 and 6 fit together. 2 and 6 fit together. 2 and 5 fit together. Yeah, that might be that actually. Those are the only ones that fit together. So what? It would be first 9, then 6, then 2, then 5? No. You're telling me that's wrong. Unless if 5 is supposed to go into 9 because 5 is the end, then 2 is the other end. You don't put the flat ends together. Those are just what's conjoining the shape. I would suppose that makes sense. Is this blackjack? The leftmost cards add up to 19 and he's bet 4. I wonder, and the dealer has 17, so maybe only certain hands win. 19 beats 17. Second hand, looks like we have 20. That wins. And then we have, this doesn't look like enough. Looks like 16, that loses. Then we got 18, that wins. And we have 20 that wins. And 16 loses. So 4 hands win. Maybe I'll do their bets of the winning hands. First one bets 4. Second one bets 7. Third one bets 9. And the last one bets 5. Cool. I like that one. 4 dice. What, just 5, 2, 4, 6? Or is it not that simple? No, it is that simple. But now it's mirrored. So the opposite sides of dice always add up to 7. So the opposite of 1 is going to be 6. Opposite of 4 is 3. Opposite of 6 is 1. Opposite of 2 is 5. Hence the mirror. Very cool. I like that. But, okay. We're cracking a safe depending on the turns. So the first turn will lead to about a 3. And then it will go the opposite direction, probably to a 9. And then it'll go like 3/4 of the way around, so probably to 6. And then it will double back to a 4, I believe. Nice. 5 and 8. Oh, it's just a combination rule. So there's one circle, 1, and then there's a 5. Then I believe this is 8. And then I forget if this is either a 6 or a 5. I'm actually going to go with 6. No, 1, 5, 8, 5 then? No? Unless I'm misunderstanding the dot. I don't think I am though. I think there's 1 dot, so it's a 1. There's no way this isn't a 5, right? Well, then there's no way this isn't an 8. I mean, unless if like the first is supposed to be a 0, but that doesn't really make any sense. I think I'll even try like, you know, the different possibilities of what the last digit could be. I don't think it'd ever be a 0. I'm just getting desperate. I'm trying to figure any world in which this isn't a 5 than an 8. It's just I refuse to see the 5 as anything other than a 5. And the 8, just because you can draw around it like an 8. Maybe there's a world in which it's a 3. Okay, I could try 3. I could try like 1, 5, 3, 6. Damn, it was a 3. Wrong numbers 0, wrong position 0. Yay? 0, 0, 0, 0? Oh, correct numbers, wrong positions. It's like Mastermind. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 0. 1 correct number, 1 wrong position. That means there's no 1, 2, or 3, but there is a 0. Let me just check like 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless if correct number is right number and right position. Oh, yeah, I should have done like 1, 1, 1, 1. But like, all right, there's none of them. 2, 2, 2, 2, no. 3, 3, 3, 3. That has a correct number. So there is a 3, there is a 0, there's a 3, 0, 5, and 8. 0, 3, 5, 8. How many are in the wrong position? 3 in the wrong position. 8, 5, 3, 0. Also 1 that's correct. 5, 0, 3, 8. Nice. Okay, chapter 4. 6 isn't next to 8 or 2. 2 is at the end. 1 is next to multiple numbers. I mean, so it's either 6, 1, 8, 2 or 8, 1, 6, 2. No, 6 isn't next to 2, so it's 6, 1, 8, 2. Number 1 looks like a 0 wearing a belt. Oh, a 0 wearing a belt is an 8. Number 2 looks lonely. 1 is the loneliest number. 3 looks empty. 0 looks empty. And the 4th number kind of looks like a 9. Is it an 8 or a 7? I'm going to say 7. It's kind of a 9. No? 8109? Whoops. No, sorry. 81108. Oh, well, I guess a 4 kind of looks like a 9. 8104. Is that? No, I definitely thought that'd be it. Okay, well, 0 wearing a belt is absolutely an 8. 2 looks lonely. Nah, it's got to be 1. 3 looks empty. Has to be 0. 4 kind of looks like a 9. 5 kind of looks like a 9 in this font. What the hell? I am never thinking that 0 wearing a belt is anything but an 8. Like, that's just such a common, I don't know, joke or something. 2 looks lonely. I have a hard time seeing it be anything else but 1. Otherwise, I have no idea what the fuck looking lonely would mean in respect to a number. But I've pretty much guessed everything for 9, right? Well, let me just go through every single one. 6, I guess because it's a 9 upside down. Okay, I'm glad it was that one I was getting hung up on because that felt like the one I was least sure on. We're 183 centimeters tall. We're the same height. 1 foot is 30.5 centimeters. So what, are you 6 foot? How would I want to display this then? Like 0, 6 feet? 0, 0 inches? Okay, yeah. Nice. Loading next puzzle. Oh, it suspiciously stopped early. 9, 5, 8, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, of course not. That's obviously not the number that goes in that sequence. You fool. You buffoon. 1, 7, 3, 4? What? 1 has 3 letters. There's 2 question marks. 3 has 5 letters. 4 has 4 letters. Oh, let's fucking go. Jupiter is the 5th planet. Saturn is the 6th. Mars is the 4th. Neptune is the 7th or 8th? 8th. Nice. The 4 married planets. Oh, the ones with the rings. That would be planets 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Master volume plus music plus sound effects? I don't know. What do I have for that? 100 plus 80 plus 80. 260. So 0, 260. Nice. 962 E3. E3 just means times 10 to the 3rd. So you just move the decimal place over 3 times. 9620. Excuse you. oh, hold on. All this is bait. I see time 0 spotted. All this bullshit to waste your time. Time 0 sets to 0, so it's just 7342. Nice try. 3472. Do I just type it? Is it? No, of course it's not that easy. It's a little misaligned. The 4 and 2 are out of line. Who gives a shit? What? I'm gonna do them in numerical order? 2, 3, 4, 7? No. What are you asking of me? Like, the 4 and the 2 are raised, or the 3 and the 7 are lowered. I could increment or decrement each of those numbers by 1. Let's try decreasing 3 by 1, increasing 4 by 1, decreasing 7 by 1, increasing 2 by 1. No. Maybe I just have to do it for some of them. 3, 5, 7, 3. No, just decrease. 2, 4, 6, 2. Well, there goes that idea. Multiply them together. 12 times 7 is 84, times 2 is 168. So you would need a leading 0, duh. The one that's stumping me is the one that's not giving me shit. I've gotten this far without a hint. I can't give up now. Maybe the ones that are higher are read first. So it would be 4, 2, and then 3, 7. Damn. Really thought I was onto something there. I could try their complement numbers, whatever adds with them up to 10. Like 3 plus 7 is 10, and then 4 plus 6 is 10, 7 plus 3, 2 plus 8. I'm running out of ideas. The thing is, like, there's no reason for me to be guessing that. The only thing I have to go off of are these little bitch numbers, the funny outlines around them, and the fact that technically 4 and 2 are higher than 3 and 7. The word 3 has 4 letters, the word 4 has 4 letters. The word 7 is 5 letters. The word 2 is 3 letters. No, there's no reason for that to be the answer. Yeah, the hard thing about this is I don't know how far outside of the box is reasonable to think. I think I have to take a hint. Exponentially. Oh, like 4 is the exponent, but despite the fact the exponents are usually small in size, just the raised is enough to think exponent. Well, I'm glad I took the hint. I would not have gotten that without the hint. So 3 to the 4th power is 81. 7 squared is 49. Yeah, like even acknowledging that the numbers were raised, exponent just didn't jump out. Because yeah, I usually associate small number with exponents. And if it doesn't have that, well, I'm fucked. 28, 30, 30, 30. Huh. Continue the pattern. What is the pattern being established? Is it just 30 again? 30, 30? 0, 30? 0, 32? 28, 30, 30, 30, 32, 30? I mean, maybe 28 correlates to the first digit, and then each of the 30s correlate to the second, third, and fourth digits, respectively? I have a thought that's 1333, because there's 128 and then 3 30s. 8000, second digit of all of them. First digit of all of them? Oh no. I have absolutely no idea what it's getting at. I'm gonna take another hint. Can't be November. They're days in a month. Wait, what? Whoa, not just days in a month, but it's skipping a few months, right? So we have February, which is the 2nd, and then the next month at 30 days, I think is April, which is the 4th, and then the next is June, which is the 6th, and then not July or August, but September, which is 9. Whoa. Yeah, that feels like one that only makes sense once you have the answer. See you next year. Next year is 2027. Nice. Circles. It's just blinking. And it looks to be a steady blink. So there's nothing about like the number of blinks or the ratio of blinks. I mean, it's just 8s. Well, I'm realizing if they're referencing stuff like months, what other stuff have they referenced earlier in the puzzles that like this could be a more obscure reference to, right? Because the previous puzzle I took a hint on was months, which was an obscure take on months, but earlier in the game there was a non-obscure take on months. So what is this the more obscure take of? The issue is I played the first part of the game like several days ago and I don't remember that freshly. Blinking 8. Is there a 6-9 in there? What the fuck are you trying to say? I'm terrible at this sort of thing. What electronic object does this remind you of? A stoplight? That's all I got. Is it like 3, 2, 1, 0? Countdown? Yeah, even with a hint, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know any electronic objects besides traffic lights. Never heard of another one in my life. Yeah, I guess the problem is I don't know what electronic object it's referring to. And if that's the case, this puzzle is not possible to solve in my position. You have to know what it's talking about. So I guess I'm skipping it. No numbers, just the long double-sided arrow. What is happening in this game? Like you skipped the middle difficulties. It went from like 1 difficulty, now it's like level 9 or 10 difficulty. What the fuck? Where's my medium difficulty? I don't know. The only thing I can think of is like there's a long arrow, so you would have to think of a straight line. On the number pad, there's exactly 1 straight line, and that's 2580. But I don't have it. Let's take a look at hint. Resolution. Oh, I see. Okay. It's talking about the width of the screen, which is 2560. Oh, my guess was actually really close. That's pretty funny. It was off by 20. Oh, it's this again. Okay, no numbers are raised. It's obviously not 0832, but oh, it's changing. Oh, is it the number of keystrokes I've made over the course of the game? Okay. Is it going to be based off of enter or before enter? Because I could do 0845 and it'll be correct when I press enter. So that's okay. Nice. You've solved a lot of puzzles. How many puzzles exactly have I solved? Well, let's go to the main menu and find out. I've solved 79. 079. Oh, this is puzzle 80? Maybe it's that? Is it just my completion percentage again? It is. Okay. Was really hoping it would actually be the number of puzzles solved. 18 years after the 18th century palindrome year. So the 18th century was actually the 1700s. So 1771 plus 18 is 1788. Okay. No, I can't do math. 1789. Hello. A newborn's birthday. Can it read info from your Steam account? Because there's my birthday, but I don't think it's going to do my birthday. I think it's going to do my Steam account's birthday. No. Okay. I mean, a newborn's birthday. Oh, like a newborn of today. So today's date. You could also refer to a newborn in the past, but fair enough. Oh, is this like, I was going to say like a 16 game. 1, 2, 3, 4. The issue with this is that it would be like 3, 7, 11, 15, which doesn't quite make sense. Something with column 3, I'm gonna just hit 3, 3, 3, 3. Like 3, 7, 11, 15. Do I have to do it like that? No. Yeah, I can only really think of like a 16 toy and Legos, but neither of which actually leads me to a solution. Everything you need is on the left side of your screen. Oh, that's an interesting idea. The previous guesses. Where a circle refers to a number. So this is the 4x4 grid. So it'd be 1300, which is kind of funny. It's constantly changing. Bar chart. All right, 0, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Pie chart. Or I guess a clock if we kinda. I mean, the first one's really a 430. Second one's a 6. Third one's a 130. Last one's a 3. So what do I do about the 30s? Do I maybe count the number of 8s, where the left one is 3 8s, and then 4 8s, 1 8, 2 8s? Yeah, okay, that is it. Nice. Age? Something about age? Got youngest here, and then probably like teenage, and then adult, and then elderly. So it'd be like 2 3 1 4. No, unless if these two ages are swapped. 3 2 1 4. No. Did it look like anything? No, I'm like looking for like things I can count. Maybe number of things touching the ground. 1 foot on the ground, 2 foot on the ground. I'm gonna go with 4 for this baby, assuming the knee and foot are the same. And the old man's got 2 foot and a cane. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Oh God. What the hell am I looking at? Maybe I just need to count the amount of unique lines. Like the leftmost one has 5 unique ones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second one has 7. Third one has 1. The last one has 3. Ooh, really thought I was on something. Although it's interesting, actually, the left two have more than the X. Like the X is the bare minimum. And you can dots, lines, other X's, more lines. What does it mean? I don't think this is a solution to the puzzle, but it would be kind of interesting if there were like 10 puzzles in series that was slowly establishing like a different line meant a different thing, and then just kept adding in new lines one at a time. I'm actually surprised not more of these, more of the puzzles in this game are like built off of previous puzzles. I feel like that would lend itself well to this format. I do think the third digit is either 1 or 0. It gives both vibes, to be honest. Maybe number of different shapes, where like the first one has horizontal line and X and the fish for 3. Second one has horizontal, vertical, X, fish, dots. That's 5. Here the X has 1, and here it has 3. No. This almost feels the opposite reason of being stuck. Where like I've had one stuck where it's like, well, there's something I don't know from the outside world, so I can't make the correlation. Here it's like, there's 1,000 different things it could be with like equal probability. I'm not sure which path I want to explore. I'm so overwhelmed. I need a hint to narrow it down. Your lines can't reverse. I guess I could go back to counting brush strokes, but with that rule in mind, in that I could draw this fish in one brushstroke, but I could not draw the X in one brushstroke. That would be 2 brushstrokes. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the second one. The X, though, is 2 because you do have to pick up the brush. And the last one's 4. Okay, so it was brush strokes without picking that up. I was in that ballpark, but that was one of the 1,000 equally likely branches I was considering in my head. Leaves. Is this little to the left now? Hell yeah. Maybe number of holes? There's 1 hole in the left one. I'm not going to count partial holes, but I could try it next. 4 holes in the second one. 3 in the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the last one. No, I'm going to count partial holes now. 2, 5, 4, and I think still 7. Okay, partial holes count. First place got 6th. Her first place had number 6, second place had number 7, third place had number 9, number 9, number 9, and then, well, off the podium got 5. Okay. Number 1 is missing a tooth. He's holding up 2 fingers, has 3 beard hairs. Which direction should I read this in? Like 1, 2, 3, and then how many teeth? He's got 8 teeth. 1, 2, 3, 8? No? 1 and then teeth, which is 8, and then chin hairs 3 and then 2 fingers. Unless if you're telling me it's his 4th tooth that's gone, so it is like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying other orders with the 4. Maybe you have to go from like large to small. I guess has larger than fingers, fingers larger than teeth. I'm still gonna say 8 teeth, and teeth are larger than chin hairs. 1, 2, 8, 3. Unless if there's something else I'm missing, but I'm pretty sure I have all the components, just not a reason for a specific order. I'll take a hint. What are 4 unique things about this? I got that. Just which order? What order do you want? I guess, oh shit, he has 9 teeth, not 8. Damn it, I wasn't looking properly. I even got it as soon as I got 9 teeth. How did I think there was 8 teeth? Got a wheel. IV is Roman numerals for 4. Got 3 dots. I could be going inwards to outwards. 3 dots, 5 sections. IV, which is 4. And then how many cogs? Probably 9 cogs. Nice, okay. All right, well, I'm seeing a little better now. This ant has 6 legs, 4 eyes, 3 parts, 2 antennae. What order? 2, 4, 3, 6. Wow, nice, okay. Starting to get the hang of this. The house has 5 windows, a 4 on the door, unless if you count that as a window. 2 stories, maybe 2 parts of the roof, 3 upper floor windows, 2 lower floor windows, then a 4 on the door. I don't know. 2 parts of the roof, 2 stories, 5 windows, 4 on the door. I'm gonna just try that, but with 6 windows instead of 5. I don't know, do we think the 4 counts as a window? Probably not. Since it has the 4 on it, it could be a window, but it could also not be. But I guess the positioning of the windows is certainly curious. I don't know how I'd be able to read into the positioning of the windows though. It could just easily just be like low attention to detail art, which is self-evident, right? I have 1,000 ideas and they're all bad. And of course, it's just what are 4 unique things about this? What are the order I put the unique things in? Generally should be top to bottom. Maybe I could go like 2 parts of the roof, 3 second story windows, 2 first story windows, 4 on the door. Didn't I already do this? I already did this. Is it ever 1 door and then a 4 on it? It's like 2, 5, 1, 4. I see. Well, glad I got it. I don't feel good about it. All right, we're going from 1, 1. Well, no, this is a map. We're going from the start to the end. Start is 3, 4. So start with 3, 4, and then we go to 8, 6. Nice, okay. But it's kind of a graph, but not really. Is it just 5, 3, and then 8, 8? 3, 5, 8, 8? How would I measure this? Maybe I have to make a square. 8, 3, and 5, 8 would complete it. No, that's not right. Do I have to do the slope of the line? It's -3/5. Maybe this is supposed to be multiplying, like 3 times 5 is 15, then 8 times 8 is 64. Aha! Okay, 8 times B is C, 8 times A is D, B times B is E, B times B times B is F? That's interesting. Okay. So I guess these have to all be single digit numbers, right? So B is probably 2, where F is 8. Then B times B is E. Why is there an E? E'd be 4. A times B is C. It has to be so they're all unique numbers, right? If B is 2, then A is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. So we have F is 8, B is 2, D is 9, and A is 3. Okay, they all have to be unique. This is interesting. What do the circles equal? Something about this seems familiar, but I don't remember how. I can't quite tell what this is, but I feel like the circle being in between 10 and 12 is 11. The other circle, though, I have no idea. Like, am I supposed to almost connect a line from 1 and then counting up? Draw that line over adjacent numbers, right? Like we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this would have to be 15. Oh, I thought I was onto something here. I mean, I still could be. It's not exactly those. Like it does look like the second one has to be 15 because it's connecting 14 and 16. That's the only way for it to connect. But technically 11 could be above the circle. So inside the circle, what else could it be? Something connecting to 46, or maybe just connecting to the other two empties. Well, let's follow 14, 15, 16 around. We'd have to go 17, 18, 19, and then 20, 21. So 23 is here, so it must be 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, up through the 30s, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Where is 36 or 37? Don't know, but it's not going to go to the circle. It's going to go to 39. Then we're going to have 40, 41, probably 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. This might be 47, right? Because it's making its way to 50, and we would have to go like 47, 48, 49 to get to 50. So it's probably 47, 15. This is a cool puzzle if so. Yeah, that's neat. That was probably my favorite one so far. You saw this password being entered before you started the game. Let's see, was it 2591? No, was it 2951? I'm trying to see if I can get it without going back. Good old memory recall. Does anyone actually read this? Maybe lawyers do. You mean the credits? It's not the terms and conditions, but surely there's an answer in here? Because that's fair. Nobody does. Oh, legal. Oh, what the hell? Terms and conditions? Well, there's a lot of 4-digit numbers. Could be 2014. But let's see if there's anything more obvious. 9105. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Very funny. It says Steam code? Well, there's 4 digits in it. I assume someone's redeemed this Steam code already. There's no way it's not. I'm not even going to try. QR code? Give me a second. It Googles something. You don't actually need to scan this QR code. Any password will be correct. I got directed to a Google page that says this might be part of a scam attempt. Well, if my info ever gets compromised, I am blaming the developer of Luck Be A Landlord. I will see them in court. How many people worked on this game? That's a good question. Back to the credits. 6, 8, 24, 25. Hopefully I didn't double count or overcount. Okay, good. The end? I don't know about that. I think we got some completion to go. Copyright 2026. Very nice. Huh? What does it mean by this? Do I have to punch in multiple codes? 1549? No? Oh, let me screenshot this. See if I can do anything with it. Okay, I don't know what this means. I'll try doing the main menu. Wait, I didn't solve... Oh, wait, you can solve the chapter pages. Oh, that's clever. Okay, so this one was 1549. I did not realize that. That's funny. So chapter 2 is 6710. Okay, this is cool. Chapter 3 is 1608. Chapter 4 is 9782. Chapter 5 is 5124. Chapter 6 is 7261. Now I go back to 108, which gives me the password here, right? Yeah, okay, that's very cool. This is it. The last puzzle after entering the correct password. How many puzzles will remain? Well, it says the last puzzle, so it should be 000, but the completion percentage seems to be wrong. Oh no, that's because there was one I left unsolved. Oh, that's right. Crap. There's still one I didn't get. It was this one. Yeah, this one just makes no sense to me. I think I'll look it up just because it's one of those, you know, that like with an infinite amount of thinking, I'll never get to anyway. So what am I missing? It's it's a digital alarm clock. I did not get that. I'm too young, or I just never had that type of clock that had the time in between blinking. I've never seen a clock do that. It's supposed to be a clock, so it's asking for the time. Yeah, I never would have got that. So it is 0254. 100%. Okay. Yeah, sometimes there's just some puzzles you will never get with an infinite amount of thinking. I think I only took hints when I needed to and enjoyed the rest of them. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you all in the next video. Have a wonderful day and peace.